Good morning. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for opting to sit down front. If you got here late, we had that blocked off back there. So we're super happy to be here today. This is an exciting and potentially historic day for our community. And I want to start off by introducing a couple of the dignitaries here. Starting with our board president, Hilda Zacharias, who you'll hear from later. Our board vice president, Suzanne Levy. New trustee, Ken Ostini. And trustee Greg Pensa is also there. He is in the middle. And I think Alejandra had to work today, so she couldn't be here today. Also with us that you'll hear from later is Mary Alice Bettino. Bob Nelson's in the back. And I understand we were going to have some representatives from Steve Lavanino and Joan Hartman's office, so thank you for coming. We have an exciting announcement, and I'm going to let Jeff Armstrong make it, and then I'll come back and make a couple of comments right after that. So Jeff? Oh. If you don't know, this is Jeff Armstrong, president of Cal Poly. So.
Well, thank you, President Walters. It is great to be in Santa Maria. Thank you for joining us here today. I'm excited to be here for this amazing announcement and the partnership with President Walters, Hancock Community College, and this amazing Northern Santa Barbara, Santa Maria community. The Central Coast is a very special place. Assemblymember Greg Hart, thank you for helping us get to this point today. And thank you for serving the community so well. It's folks like Assemblymember Hart and many others that were introduced that make this place so special. It's about the people, isn't it? I'm also appreciative of President Walters, Kevin, for his friendship and leadership. We're sometimes like brothers going back and forth, but we're always working for the same goals. I'm delighted to see the many other folks that are here today. I'm also delighted to introduce Damon Fleming over here to my right. He is the Dean of the Orfalea College of Business. Since I arrived at Cal Poly many years ago, I learned quickly that learn by doing, the driver of our programs, which translates into students doing well as graduates, but it also means constantly getting better. We as a university are committed to enhancing our impact on the region. We're committed to being better stewards of place. Our citizens deserve educational opportunities, especially those who aren't able to commute or relocate to the main campus in San Luis Obispo, let alone any other CSU or UC or other universities in the state. In 2024, Hancock and Cal Poly partnered on our first 2+2 program in sociology. We had 25 students in this program. We're excited about it. While important, it was a good step. It was only a start, but it's not enough. So today we're announcing that we will offer a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration at Allan Hancock's Santa Maria campus right here. Students will be able to complete their first 2 years of their education at Hancock College, earning an associate degree, and then they'll seamlessly transfer to Cal Poly to complete their bachelor's degree while staying here in their home community. This program is aligned with local industry needs, ensuring graduates are prepared for high-demand jobs in our region. By keeping students local, we retain talent and strengthen our community's economic and social fabric. In addition, we will have at least 2 additional majors added by the fall of 2030. We're committed to this partnership for the long haul. This is important. This is a priority for Cal Poly and for the CSU. I'm grateful for the collaboration between our institutions. This program reflects our shared commitment to breaking down barriers to higher education and support lifelong learning. Thank you for allowing us to be here today, and we're delighted to be part of this partnership. Thank you, Kevin.
This is exciting news, and I don't know if any of you have heard me talk about this before, but this is my 12th year at Hancock, and literally the first community meeting I had was with Vicki Connor and Ken Parker, and they came in with their plan for four-year degrees in North County. This has been such a long time, and you two were the driving force with the North County Econ Alliance and the real rock stars behind this whole thing. You got it off rolling, and I'm so glad you could be here today to join us. With that, I want to turn it over to my boss, Board Chair Hilda Zacharias.
It's hard to keep the tears from flowing. And those of you who are from this community, as I am, know how meaningful this is to increase access to college degrees. And the fact that it's a bachelor's degree in business, which is what I earned as a Cal Poly graduate, is even more special. As a practicing CPA, people always ask me, well, what is a CPA? And I said, well, it's a certified public accountant. And they say, well, what is a certified public accountant? And then I said, well, you know the word count, C-O-U-N-T? I said, you become the best counters in the world for business and make them grow and succeed. And you can make a real living doing this. And so I'm hoping, and my bias will always be, that we become a hub of creating new CPAs, because business and financial acumen is one of the building steps of being able to create stabilities in community. And that's why we're thrilled to be here today to build on the community. Our business leaders knew that a long time ago. And so today, as president of the Board of Trustees, I'm honored to welcome you to Santa Maria. Santa Maria's style is authentic and sometimes brutally honest. And we will work together in name of our students, our future students, and the entire community. As you know, at Hancock College, our mission is to change the odds for students, to remove the barriers and create the pathways. And this partnership with Cal Poly is such a deep and profound reflection of those values. And we need to continue to support as they develop over time, because we know institutions grow at different levels in different ways. And so we want to be good partners in integrating these possibilities. We also know that our ultimate goal is to provide students with opportunity that is achievable. I cannot tell you the number of stories, and I've called Jeff myself with the stories of the young people who could not leave their communities to continue to go to college. The stories of a young man who left his family for 3 years every Monday through Thursday because he had to go to Fresno State for his degree because Cal Poly was impacted. 3 years. We are not going to have that anymore. And I know this is just the beginning. So I want to acknowledge my dear friend, Assembly Member Greg Hart, who is one of the best reflections of the values of community and building opportunity in community. And he's taken his lifelong service and really become a creative force for how we solve complex issues in not just northern Santa Barbara County, but through our entire state. And thank you for that, and thank you for the courage. And then I want to thank finally the brothers, Dr. Walter and Dr. Armstrong, Jeff and Kevin, battling it out like all good brothers in love, in the same family of education, in service to one another and to the greater family. Thank you both very much. And just finally, we're laying the foundation for a future where earning a bachelor's degree in northern Santa Barbara County is the norm, not the exception. And that's what's going to happen here. And I may not see my grandchildren because they have always known that college is what we do. And so one of my own selfish thoughts is that they're not going to leave Santa Maria to go to college. Thank you.
I'm Assemblymember Greg Hart, and I have the amazing honor and privilege of representing this wonderful community in Sacramento in the state legislature. This is really a proud moment. I love it when a plan comes together, and this is the result of a really long-term conversation, a lot of work together, and today it's really an opportunity to celebrate it. This is something very, very special. The partnership between Allan Hancock College and Cal Poly is about opening doors, expanding opportunities, and empowering students to achieve. I want to thank President Armstrong and President Walters for their collaboration to bring this partnership forward. Please know that our community stands behind you. We will be there to make sure that this partnership is a success and has the resources that it needs to succeed for the students in our community. This collaboration isn't just about adding degree programs. It's about creating possibilities. By bringing high-quality, affordable bachelor's degrees to the Allan Hancock College, we are expanding access to education and ensuring students can pursue their dreams while staying in this community. For many, earning a four-year degree has been out of reach due to financial and geographic limitations and barriers. Today, that changes. With only 15% of Santa Maria residents holding a bachelor's degree, this initiative will broaden access, strengthen our workforce, and uplift our economy. With Allan Hancock College being a proud Hispanic-serving institution and Cal Poly San Luis Obispo being an emerging Hispanic-serving institution, this program will especially open new doors for Santa Maria's Latino community. Now imagine this, just 3 years from today, we will be celebrating our first graduating class. Students surrounded by family and friends will walk across this stage, earning degrees that once felt out of reach, right here in our own community. This is progress, this is opportunity, and this is just the beginning. Thank you very much.
Good morning, and thank you for coming out in the rain. This is really exciting. Like Hilda said, it just really you want to almost cry because you never thought this would happen in Santa Maria. And I know early on when Dr. Walters got here, and thank you so much for helping him get this going, and we were working on this. We needed a four-year school here, and it's so important. Santa Maria is a family-oriented community. We are a Latino community, and in the Latino culture, family is important to us. And so for kids or even adults to have to choose between their families, to pack up and going away to school, and staying for their obligation, it's really, really tough. Now, when I went to Hancock for 2 years, and when I left, I was happy to leave home, so that was not necessarily my feeling at the time. And we had Quonset huts here George Mura was my art teacher. So a lot of you don't remember all that history, but this is just such a miracle, and so pleased that this is happening in Santa Maria. I'm honored to be here today to celebrate this. I see a lot of people from the Hancock community here. Some of them I know, some of them I don't know. But we know that education is a lifelong journey, and its value never diminishes. Education is the foundation of a thriving community. And in a way, as mayor of the city of Santa Maria, I feel sort of selfish because this is economic development when we have people with skills and higher education. And I see Michael Boyer raising his hand back there from the Chamber of Commerce. I hear from local high school students that they want more college opportunities here at home. I hear from local employers, they want to hire people with skills and diplomas. When I meet with people who want to open up businesses here in town, they want to know, and it's the first thing, education. What is the education like in Santa Maria? And, I always tell them it's tremendous. Now I can tell them, hey, we're just up there with the big boys now. We know that diploma opens up many opportunities for anyone, not just the kids graduating from high school. Sometimes they need sort of a respite for a year or two so they can figure out what they want to do with their lives. But today we're taking that major step to expand access to higher education right here at home in Santa Maria. For decades, many of our local students have faced that tough choice. Do we stay here with the family, or do we leave and go someplace to school? And this partnership today with Allan Hancock College and Cal Poly changes that equation. And it's going to have such an impact that I can't even begin to feel that impact yet, and what it's going to do for all of us here in Santa Maria. Our students can now earn a world-class bachelor's degree without leaving town. Beyond helping students, this initiative strengthens our workforce and the economy. When more of our residents have access to higher education and take that opportunity, it creates better job opportunities, attracts businesses, and fuels local industries. And I know that so well when I see businesses come here and they meet with me. Do we stay here in Santa Maria and open up our business, or do we go someplace else? When more of our residents have access to higher education and take that opportunity, it creates better job opportunities. And we know that so well. So these programs, starting with the business administration degree and expanding further in the growing years, aligns perfectly with the needs of our growing economy. And I want to thank Dr. Walters since he's been here. I can't believe it's been 12 years. But he really is a good fit, and he reads our community and he sees our needs. And so often people move here from school districts and they try to change Santa Maria. And some things probably need changes, but so often people aren't a good fit in this community. And I really praise Dr. Walters for being that fit in our community and reading the needs of our community and addressing those needs. I want to thank your partnership also with Jeff Armstrong from Cal Poly, but today is just the beginning. We're now setting the stage for a future where higher education is not only accessible, but a driving force in our community's success. So thank you all, because all of you are part of this in some way. I want to thank a lot of our Rotary members here today because we have 3 Rotary clubs in Santa Maria. And I see a lot of our Rotary members here. And don't ever forget, they're here to support you and this community. And again, I'm saying this is exciting. It makes you want to cry that we're really getting to this milestone. And your community, all of you, is what you make of it. So let's do this. Thank you.
Our final speaker before I give a couple of last words will be one of our student leaders, Edward Lamberson, to tell how this will impact his life. So, Edward.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Edward Lamberson. and I'm a proud student here at Allan Hancock College. I am studying sociology, and I plan to graduate in May of this year and enroll in the 2+2 program for sociology at Cal Poly. Today is an exciting day for students like me and for future Hancock students who will come after us. I've always wanted to earn my bachelor's degree, but like many of my classmates, leaving home to do so just isn't an option. Whether it's family, work, or other commitments, relocating isn't always possible, but that shouldn't mean we have to give up on our dreams. This new partnership between Hancock and Cal Poly changes everything. It means students like me and the kids in our local schools dreaming about their futures will have a real accessible path to a Cal Poly degree right here in Santa Maria. This partnership isn't just about education. It's about opportunity. It's about setting up students in northern Santa Barbara County for jobs that provide a livable wage so we do not have to struggle to make ends meet. It means more of us can build careers, buy homes, and contribute to the local economy, because when students succeeds, our whole community benefits. It is about making sure the next generation does not have to choose between staying at home and achieving their dreams. With this program, we can do both. We can stay in our community and still have access to the kind of education that leads to financial stability and long-term success. To everyone who makes the dream possible, thank you. Thank you very much. You're making a real difference for students today and for generations to come. And to my fellow students, current and future, the opportunity is here. Now it is up to us to seize it. Thank you.
Just a couple of final notes and a couple of final thank yous. I forgot to introduce our student trustee, Ora Schreckengast is back there. And last year's student trustee, Oscar Rivera, is down front. Thank you for being here. This has really been a community effort, and it wouldn't have happened without people in this room and many, many, many more. As you leave today, make sure you look at the poster that's outside in the foyer that shows all of the businesses. The city of Santa Maria, who put getting four-year degrees in its strategic plan, county supervisors who passed resolutions, every single chamber of commerce in this community standing shoulder to shoulder to make this happen. Our faculty, I saw a few business faculty here. There are several faculty members here. Brent Darwin's here from the business faculty, and they put together a proposal for what we were calling a Bachelor of Applied Professional Studies, and we were trying to fight through the Sacramento bureaucracy with that, and this kind of just obviates the need for that. We don't need that anymore. And we can't thank Greg Hart enough, Assemblymember Hart, for taking a strong stand to support Northern Santa Barbara County. Without your final hand on this, this probably wouldn't have happened. So thank you, Assemblymember Hart, for being a strong advocate. If you think about the progression of what we've been trying to do, as Hilda said, when we talk about removing barriers, changing the odds, we started that path with a commitment to completion, and we started to increase the number of students who graduate in our community. Then we started with the Promise program and our foundation, and so many people in this room who were donors to the Promise program, ultimately building that to a $10 million endowment that guarantees our local students 2 years of free tuition. And now for those students, we saw enrollment skyrocket, we saw graduation skyrocket from our high school students, and now we have a pathway for them to get to that four-year degree so they can still stay home and take care of their family needs and get a degree that will be valuable, not just across our region, it's across the country and across the world when they have that Cal Poly degree. Jeff and his team have committed to us that we will continue to work on affordability, and we're grateful for that. And this couldn't be a better day for the community of northern Santa Barbara County. We'll be able to come back to you later with some details about how students will apply and how they'll get through, but we'll start letting students know now that they can start working towards that business degree to be in the cohort that can get a bachelor's degree from Cal Poly. We think with just these 4 degrees, by the time they're all built out, we'll have somewhere around 350 to 400 students enrolled in all of those programs, which is transformational for a community like ours. With that, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for having the shoulders that we could rely on to make this happen. And thank you to my board of trustees that, as obnoxious as I got about this, Jeff, they were right behind me. Right behind me. Oh, now Alejandra's here too. Alejandra's our trustee. But our board of trustees was unwavering in supporting me as I wrote op-ed after op-ed after op-ed and went to Sacramento and went to our board of governors because they knew it was the right thing for our community. So thank you all for being here. I know we have some questions from the media. Others in the media, did you guys want to ask any questions? You're going to do interviews after? Okay, we can do that.
Dr. Walters, I will you said, one question I did have was the number of students. I think you just indicated the full build-out, so when this begins in next year, 26, how many students are there?
So we'll have, by that time, we'll have 50 students in the sociology cohort, and then it should open with about 40 students in the business cohort. So that'll start us right off with 90 students right off the bat. Sorry, public math. All right, well, we'll do that. And I just caught out of the corner of my eye, and I'm really embarrassed that 2 people, one person that I should recognize for sure is Rick Rance, who's not here. Rick Rance is our dean. Jeff, I don't know if you know this, Rick Rance went through every Cal State course and compared it to our courses for our bachelor's degree that we were doing. 700 and something pages of documents. And then my cabinet team, and especially Genevieve Siwa-Bessie and Bob Curry, and the group that were part of the Aspen Initiative. If you were part of that Aspen Initiative a few years ago, raise your hand. I know Yvonne Teniente's here. We had several people start the conversation. So thank you guys. Thank you for, believe it or not, Jeff, they kept me grounded a couple of times. So thank you all, and I hope you have a great afternoon.